the dramatic moment, a Delta jet preparing for an emergency landing sprays thousands of gallons of fuel over a string of Los Angeles elementary schools. There were kids outside on the playground when that toxic fuel rained down in a mist.
Now say more than 400 people have been sickened and 9 people have died. The World Health Organization is holding an emergency meeting right now.
So far, the reports that we've had from Wuhan are that people are presenting with a pneumonia. So basically what that means is they're having a bad cough, shortness of breath. Sometimes they go on to develop respiratory failure. They can't breathe on their own. And then in some cases die from that.
This was the beginning of COVID-19 in the U.S. when people had flown over and it started spreading.
For Americans who are watching this, how serious is this? What's keeping you up at night or not keeping you up at night?
Yeah, that's right. Not keeping me up. The problem is that this is an evolving situation. Literally every day we learn a little bit more about it. I mean, we have the 5 individuals in the United States who are travel-related.
Coronavirus.
The Chinese coronavirus.
Labeling COVID-19 a foreign virus.
A foreign virus.
Foreign virus? As a, quote, foreign virus.
Prime Minister Justin Trudeau also said airlines will ban anyone with coronavirus symptoms from getting off the plane. Only 4 airports in the country will now receive international flights.
Now, the NBA suspended their season last night after Utah Jazz player Rudy Gobert tested positive for coronavirus after feeling ill earlier that day. Now, Rudy spoke about the virus on Monday in a press conference, and as a joke, he made sure, here he goes, made sure to touch every media microphone as he left.
We're prepared and we're doing a great job with it, and it will go away. Just stay calm. It's going to go away. It's going to go away. I was watching.
Here are the raging wildfires from Australia and all along the west coast of America.
Around the world for some of the wildest weather ever recorded.
Deadly wildfires raging up and down the west coast.
Go, go, go!
More than 10 million acres charred, mostly in California, Colorado, and the Pacific Northwest.
What's happening with fires in the West right now is exactly what has been predicted with climate change. The atmosphere is hotter and drier.
Hey, time to move the hose line up!
Fire crews battling
told you my level of concern, but you walk by like you never heard. You could bring down my level of concern. Just need you to tell me we're alright, tell me we're okay. Panic on the brain, Michael's gone insane. Julie starts to make me nervous. I don't really care what they would say. I'm asking you to stay. My bunker underneath the surface. Wondering, would you be my little quarantine? Or is this the way it ends? 'Cause I told you my level of concern, but you walk by like you never heard. And you could bring down my level of concern. Just need you to tell me we're alright, tell me we're okay. Yeah, tell me we're alright, tell me we're okay. Yeah, tell me we're alright, tell me we're okay. Bring down my level of concern. Just need you to tell me we're alright, tell me we're okay. Yeah.
2 men could face federal charges after authorities say they were involved in the burning of a Salt Lake City police car on Saturday.
Into scenes of chaos, violence, and widespread destruction into the early morning hours after some protests turned into riots.
No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace!
How long can you be peaceful when your people are dying?
The city became a war zone. After attempting to breach television studios, large groups torched police cruisers as officers fired back with rubber bullets.
When the violence escalates, no one wins.
The banks burned, highways shut down, and City Hall on fire in Nashville. There was more than 1,000 arrests.
Asian giant hornets, nicknamed
Murder Hornet.
Murder Hornet.
Murder Hornet. Murder Hornets.
Right when you thought 2020 couldn't get any worse, murder hornets. Murder hornets were first spotted in Washington state in December, and beekeepers there are very concerned.
迪士尼乐园将在今天再次开园。Today is a special day. Shanghai Disneyland is reopening.
Good evening. It's great to have you with us here on a Thursday night and a difficult milestone to mark tonight as we come on the air. The U.S. has now reached more than 4 million confirmed cases of coronavirus.
4 months into the COVID-19 pandemic, some countries have largely contained it, but others seem to be spiraling out of control.
As the nation celebrates Independence Day, thousands are calling for change. Right now, protesters are marching throughout Nashville.
Georgia Congressman and beloved civil rights icon John Lewis has died.
Guys are going to be touching, breathing on each other, sweating on each other this entire game, but they're going to do so knowing that not a single one of them has tested positive for coronavirus in the latest round of testing. The bubble is working, so the country finally will get its first look tonight at Bubble Ball.
You know, you sort of didn't know, are they going to be able to pull it off? And here we are, the ball's up.
And the NBA is back.
Coronavirus cases around the world now closing in on 19 million, with more than 707,000 deaths globally, as cases in the hard-hit U.S. climb toward the 5 million.
It is quite simply that the President of the United States and the First Lady have both tested positive for the coronavirus.
People should not be participating in in-person Halloween activities or handing candy out to trick-or-treaters.
Across the country, Americans already casting ballots in record numbers. Take a look at this video here in New York City as early in-person voting began yesterday. Some waiting hours to perform that civic duty. That's in a state that's not even a battleground.
The White House. Trump has reportedly even told some advisors that he will refuse to leave the White House on an...
Finally tonight, America Strong. Gratitude taking on new meaning this year. The healthcare workers on the front lines of the pandemic, and our thanks to them. Tonight, the frontline workers in hospitals across America battling the pandemic this Thanksgiving and telling us they're thankful. At Bronx Care Hospital, Dr. Joseph Sung says he's thankful for family, health, and safety while working during the pandemic. Dr. Panajota Karenas thankful for family, friends, and the opportunity to live my dream working as a doctor. And at the Virginia Commonwealth University, the medical team there with this message tonight.
I'm very thankful for my amazing residents, fellows, putting themselves on the line to take care of patients here on Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving!
With the need for food so great this Thanksgiving, Mark Bucher and his staff at Medium Rare Steakhouse in Washington, D.C. are cooking for more than 3,000 seniors separated from their families this year, delivering hot Thanksgiving meals to their doorsteps. And in Mooresville, North Carolina, 9-year-old Reese Grandelli wrote a letter to friends and family asking them to donate so she could help her local food bank Feed NC. so many answering the call, Reese raised more than $2,000, enough to buy 176 turkeys, 35 hams, 48 boxes of stuffing, and 48 boxes of cranberry sauce.